Hello friends, my name is Shayla and today I'm here to do a mashup review for you. I have 3 books that heavily feature romance or romance novels / contemporary novels that I'm going to review for you today. The first one I'm going to review for you is called The Dylan Dillema by Patricia B. Tighe. Now this is a direct sequel to her book About Last Summer. I believe I did a review of this last year. I will leave that linked down below. If you have not read About Last Summer, then I would skip ahead to the timestamp for the next book in this video. I will leave all the timestamps linked down below, and we'll just dig right into talking about the Dylan Dillema. So in the Dylan Dillema, we are dealing with what happens at the end of About Last Summer. We've got Kenzie and we've got Dylan finally in close enough proximity to each other to actually date, and Kenzie is freaked out. So what this book delves into is the possible relationship between Kenzie and Dylan. She's really afraid of losing their friendship, and because of experiences in her past, she is afraid that Dylan will just leave. No matter how much he cares about her, one day he will just leave and disappear. And I love the genuine and true nature in which this story plays out. This feels like a very realistic depiction of how Kenzie would react to the situation. I don't feel like it was sugar-coated or romanticized in any way. If you don't remember, Kenzie's dad passed away when she was young. Her stepdad, she really loves and considers her own dad, but she has some issues with the fact that her dad died when she was young and disappeared. And I think so it ends up being that part of her is afraid Dylan will leave in a similar manner and leave her just as broken as when her dad left. She starts to have flashbacks, some PTSD kind of things. I do like how they talk about therapy in this novel. I feel like everything was very well taken care of in regards to the mental state of Kenzie's mind. Because of everything going on, she's also having some issues with her basketball, which is her passion. And, you know, she's just really having a struggle of a senior year. Plus, she has Dylan, she asked for a month of time to kind of think things over. Dylan's given her that time and more before he actually texts her. And it ends up that he starts coming over to her family's house for Friday night dinners, and things escalate from there. Again, I really love how this novel went down. Patricia's writing is spot on as always. I ended up giving this book 5 stars. If you have not checked out either of her series, she has her Zone series and this series, and I really enjoy both of them. I will leave links to all of her books down below because she is a lesser known author. I think everybody should check her out. Her writing is genuine and authentic, but also doesn't cross lines where they shouldn't be crossed. And I highly suggest picking these. Next up, we're going to delve into more of a smutty romance novel, and that is Then There Was You by Miranda Liason. Forever Romance Books was kind enough to send this to me. This book is out now, so definitely go and pick it up. In this book, we have a couple with a past, enemies to romance trope going on here. So we've got the small town of Angel Falls, where Sarah Langdon has moved back after a year previous to the start of this novel. Her engagement to her high school sweetheart ends very tragically when he leaves her for someone else. And the person she blames for that is the town chief of police, Colton, who has always had a thing for Sarah. But they never really pursued it because she was always with... He's such a butt, I don't remember his name. Anyways, he was kind of a jerk, also a doctor. And everybody tried to get along with him, but they didn't really like him, but they didn't want to say anything. So Sarah moves home to take care of her grandma, who is starting to develop dementia, ends up running into Colton on her first shift at the ER, and things go from there. This was a really fun way of looking at an enemies to lovers trope, and also the whole small town couple with a past trope. I thought they blended together very seamlessly in this novel, and I feel like this is one definitely worth reading. Again, I wanted to thank Forever Romance Books for sending this on to me, and I really don't think anything was rushed in this novel. I felt like they took time to establish your characters before there's really any smutty anything going on. It's a lot of angst to build up to the smut, and I thought it played out very nicely for the kind of story that this is. I look forward to more in this series, and go check this out if you haven't. Again, it is now available for purchase, so go ahead and pick it up at your local bookstore. And last but not least is a book that I also got sent from Forever Romance Books, so thank you again to my friends at Forever Romance who continue to send me some of their wonderful books for me to share with you guys on my channel. This particular one is one of my favorite authors that works with Forever Romance Books, and this is More Than Words by Mia Sheridan. This is her most recent release that is coming out in June. I will have a pre-order link down below for you, so you can go ahead and pre-order this book. In this story, we follow Jesse Craswell and Callan Hayes. They meet as young teenagers in a boxcar in a town in California, and they continue to meet up there for about a year, and all of a sudden one day Callan does not return. In the future, Callan is now a talented musician, kind of living the party lifestyle, where Jessica has gone on to become a linguist and a translator, and has opportunities to work all over the world, specifically in France, where she can eat French chocolate and things like she talks about when she's 12. So they have both gone on to pursue their dreams, and as you might imagine, their paths cross again. Randomly in a seedy bar at night where she's working part-time until she gets more translator work, and she knows who he is immediately. He doesn't recognize her in that moment. And they part ways again, and they once again cross paths in the most random of places after she gets a new translation job working on a project related to Joan of Arc. And from there, they spend some time together, and they try to figure out why they feel so drawn and connected to each other. The way this story is weaved together is completely beautiful. Mia Sheridan's books are always full of couples who find healing through love by being together, but also by being apart after being together and learning what they really want and what they really need out of life away from the relationship. And I've always admired that about her novels. Usually when the relationships are going on, you see things that are problematic and things that concern you about the couple. There always comes a point where they break up for one reason or another. Usually one of those problematic things that you've noticed in their relationship prior to this point. And she always finds a way for them to cross paths again when they're both in a healthier place, in a healthier headspace, and to let them fully finish healing by loving each other. And I really love how she weaves her stories together. This is the third book of hers I've read in the last year. They have all gotten 4.5 or 5 stars from me. I absolutely adore them. These books are amazing. If you have not read anything from Mia Sheridan, I would check out this one or any of the other two. I have reviews for the other two. Well, at least Archer's Voice. I might not have one for More Than Words. Or Most of All You. Sorry, this one's More Than Words. Either way, I will leave links to all 3 of her books again down below. So definitely go and check out Mia Sheridan's work if these sound interesting to you at all. These are always going to be a tougher hitting contemporary dealing with deep-seated problems in people and finding healing and love through relationships. And I really, really love how these play out. Yes, I see problems in the relationships when they first start, but these couples always end up breaking up because of those problems, going on their own way, trying to fix those problems before coming back together. And I really love that we see them break up and need to go and fix themselves before they can really be together. And again, I don't want to tell you too much more because I'll end up spoiling things. So go and check this out. I think you will absolutely adore it. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. I really appreciate you coming by and watching these. Again, thank you to Patricia Ty and Forever Romance Books for sending these books on to me. I absolutely adored all three, and I highly suggest picking them up if they sound at all interesting to you. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Please like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Bye.